Welcome to Bad Movie Takes. This is my first YouTube video and I'm going to be using this channel to do a countdown on all movie related things. I also do summaries of movies on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts. Today I'm going to be talking about a weird period in the late 90s and early 2000s where big name stars were in movies where they fought the devil or demons. I don't know if it was Y2K or the Satanic Panic, but it made for some good movies and I am here for it. So today we're going to be talking about 7 movies where Hollywood versed the devil. Now the first movie is awesome by itself, but I guarantee by the time you're finished watching it, you're going to have Rolling Stones stuck in your head for all eternity. Fallen is a 1998 crime mystery movie in which Denzel Washington plays a detective who has just caught a serial killer. Now he's basking in the glow of his catch and he goes to watch the execution, but things don't go exactly as planned. The serial killer starts ranting in some weird language and also starts taunting the audience and singing "It's on my side." Now that would give anyone nightmares, but Hobbs is a little too tough for that and carries on until murders start happening in the same way as the serial killer who just went bye-bye. Now first Hobbs thinks that it's just a copycat, but his investigation leads him down a path he's not ready for. This descends into a freaky web of demonic possession and a cat and mouse game between Hobbs and the demon Azazel, leading to a very tense showdown. The movie's cool. It's got an awesome cast, great soundtrack, and a really interesting premise. A fun fact is Arnold Schwarzenegger was actually going to play Denzel's character, but that didn't pan through. And that is the perfect segue to the second movie called End of Days. It's a 1999 movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as a retired detective private security guard who's lost his whole family in a targeted killing and has some pretty strong feelings about God. He's hired to provide protection to an investment banker who ends up being targeted by an assassin. It gets weird though because the assassin is a priest who gives off this creepy warning when he gets caught. Weirder still, the priest has his tongue cut out so he can't really talk that well. But he did. This gets Arnold caught in a crazy battle between Satanists and the Vatican who are fighting over the life or death of a woman who's thought to be the future mother of Satan's child. This movie is violent, gory, creepy, has really good battles, and an awesome devil. On top of that, the soundtrack is amazing and worth listening to all on its own. The third movie is The Ninth Gate. It's a movie from 1999 that isn't exactly a fight against the devil, but it definitely brings the main character a little too close for comfort. The movie stars Johnny Depp as Dean Corso, a guy with questionable morals who tracks down rare books for collectors. He's hired by a collector to track down a book that has the power to raise the devil. The collector has one of the books, but there's 2 others in existence, and this collector wants Dean to find out which one is the true book and get it for him. The movie's done in a gritty neo-noir vibe, and watching Dean slip deeper and deeper into a hole he might not get out of is quite fun. The fourth movie is funny any way you look at it. The movie is about a big fight against evil, but the actual production was attacked by the church in real life. Dogma is a 1999 comedy written by Kevin Smith where these 2 angels have been ousted from heaven, but they found a loophole that might get them back in. There's a problem with that though. The loophole would show that God makes mistakes, and also it would destroy all of humanity. So naturally you've got these 2 angels trying to get back into heaven, and you've got heaven and hell fighting either against or with them at the same time. As you can imagine, this movie sparked intense outrage, and there was tons of protests. The church tried to get it banned, and it's really hard to find right now because of it. But it doesn't matter. It has an all-star cast, it's absolutely hilarious, and the best part is that Kevin Smith actually attended a protest against his own movie, just for the lulz.
I don't think it stands for anything positive.
What does it stand for?
I don't know, but I've been told not good.
Coming in at number 5 is a movie that creeped me out. Lost Souls is a movie starring Winona Ryder as a Catholic school teacher who was possessed as a child. She's now been summoned by the same priest who exorcised her to help with another exorcism. The victim of this possession is a serial killer, and things go horribly awry during the exorcism. The serial killer ends up in a coma, the priest ends up in the hospital, and Maya finds a message that shows that the devil is planning to return in human form through a human host. So now she has to find this host, prove to them that she's not crazy, and stop the devil. As I said, this movie is just creepy. It has a bunch of weird events that just kind of start building up and everything. The fact it's not that well known just adds to the creep factor as well. Number 6 almost didn't make it to the list, but it's just so good. It's a 2002 short film that was directed by Tony Scott. It's actually done as an 8-part miniseries by BMW as this massive marketing campaign in the early 2000s, and this is one of my favorite films from that series. James Brown, like that James Brown, goes to the devil to renegotiate a contract that he made with him in his youth. See, he's worried about aging and he wants to bring his youth back, so he proposes a wager in the form of a drag race on the Las Vegas Strip. The movie's just fun. It's done in Tony Scott's signature style, it's got a wicked cast, and it's just a quick, fun story. And finally, at number 7, we have Constantine. 2005 comic adaptation starring Keanu Reeves as the foul-mouthed, chain-smoking demon hunter Constantine. You see, he has lung cancer, and he knows that when he kicks the bucket, he's gonna end up in hell, and to prevent that, he's made a deal with the angel Gabriel to keep him on Earth, providing he does a bunch of good deeds in a way to buy himself into heaven. And naturally, that gets him stuck in a wild battle between good and evil that threatens to drag him straight to hell. So how did you like this video? Have you seen these movies? And also, am I missing any? Because I feel like I am. Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button because I'm planning on putting a lot more out. Until then, thanks for watching.